Hello Aries, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the energies and predictions for the sign of Aries for the month of July. Now do keep in mind, this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. All right, Aries, let's go ahead and get into this reading here where we'll look at this brand new month of July 2025. Now, there's a lot going on astrologically here in this month. We've got a full moon in Capricorn on the 10th, I believe. We then have, before that actually, Uranus moving into Gemini, which is a big one because Uranus doesn't move signs very often. And then we also have the good old Mercury retrograde coming right back in here in July once again. Do not stress about the retrograde. It is what it is. We get multiple retrogrades a year. We'll get through it. And yeah, we'll talk about that more. That's on the 18th, by the way, of July. All right. So let me make sure we're all set up here. All right. I think that's good enough to me. Okay. Energy on the bottom. You have the Seven of Cups. All right. Seven of Cups. So many people have been getting this card, and like this week, like this set of readings, and then also last week. So I have some advice for this card, but let me explain it first. If you notice here, like each cup has something different, right? So the idea is that you could be pulled in a lot of like different directions when you get the Seven of Cups. There could be a lot of choices to make. On one hand, it's good because you have a lot of choices. On the other hand, it leads to an overwhelming feeling because you have so many things in front of you. So with the Seven of Cups, my advice is that you take things day by day, line by line, item by item. Okay, that is the best solution to a Seven of Cups energy. Okay, because if you try to do it all at once, you're going to feel extremely overwhelmed. And you might even throw in the towel. Okay, so keep this in mind. It seems like a lot of people are a bit overwhelmed. It seems like there are a lot of things on a lot of people's plates during this month, and also just especially the first week of July. It feels like that's coming in. So just something to note here. Okay, now as it pertains to this reading here, you have a nice set of cards, which I really like to see. Some of them have been a little choppy, the readings for July here, but yours looks pretty nice. So it's clear to me that there's a really exciting opportunity between you and another person here. There's a really nice union potential between you and another person here. Now, this could be romantic. This could also be a different area as well. You could be partnering with somebody in business. You could be partnering with a family member on a project or something like this here as well. But there's the key thing here is this is very exciting for you, okay? And you're sort of a little bit overwhelmed by this prospect because maybe this is the first time you felt this way. Or even if it's not about a feeling, this is the first time that you have been given this type of opportunity, right? So the key word here is opportunity, partnership. These things are really nice. Let me dive in here. So right away in the middle, you do have the Two of Cups, which is a card of partnerships. Okay, this is my favorite love card in the tarot. And yeah, it's like two souls linking up in this lifetime, as you can see in this card. Okay, so this, like if you're somebody who subscribes to like the karmic relationship, so we're talking like soulmate, twin flame, this would be the card for that. If you don't, what this means is this is a deep connection that you may be forming with another person in your life, Aries. Okay, so it's a really solid card. Now, what makes this really nice is this middle this middle row here. Okay, to the left and to the right are wands. Okay, so fire energy. It's the energy of passion, of excitement, of inspiration. So this feels really, really good. And it may even be that you're not sure what to do with this because of the influence of the Seven of Cups. You know, like when it comes to relationships, I'm sure I'm not saying anything you don't know, but, logic doesn't always come into play, There's like a time for logic and there's a time for how you feel. And with the Seven of Cups, it's sort of like maybe you're trying to put all that together, right? You're trying to balance the rational side of yourself, the intuitive side of yourself, the logical side, all of this sort of stuff, right, at this time. Now, if there's not another person in the mix here, So whether you're here for business partnership or career partnership or romantic, one way to look at this Two of Cups is this could be partnering with yourself on something. Okay, you could be going into partnership with yourself, saying like, okay, I'm committing to this goal. Okay, and that's also potentially on the table for some of you. In the first column, you do have the Death card, the Ace of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles here, okay? You feel a change, okay? You feel a shift. You know it's coming. You know it's coming, for sure. Like, you have its number. You know it's on the way. There's a shift happening. And it's very strong. You have a strong feeling about this change that's on the way for you. Death card is a very positive card, especially in a reading like this, where it's the winds of change. It's something that is exiting your life, and at the same time, a new start entering, or something new entering. It's a transformation. Going from one thing to the other, when you get the Death card, it can really remove situations in your life, okay, and clear the path for something new, especially when you have the Ace of Wands with it, which one of my favorite cards in the tarot. The Ace of Wands, it's the spark of life. It's inspiration, creativity. It's starting something new and being really, really excited and passionate about it. Certainly, this can signify some changes in the way that you view your career, as the Death card is there, okay? This can certainly mean a very passionate relationship as well, with the Ace of Wands and the Two of Cups. And let me also note that you have a fertility signature here, or fertility combination here, with the Empress and the Ace of Wands. So those of you who are looking to conceive, this could be a transformative month for you in that area. And by the way, this idea of birthing can go beyond, bringing a new person into the world, bringing a child into the world. This can be a project or a business that you treat as your baby, right? You have fertile ground to create this thing, to make this thing, to give it life as well. So this is all very strong for you. You then have the Two of Pentacles. You're kind of trying to keep all the plates in the air here at the same time. It does also signify a shift in your life, or a change in your life as well. It says that money could be changing. Money could be going up. Money could be going down. You have to look at the cards supporting the Two of Pentacles, like very much so when you get this card, because it can be up or down. With the Knight of Pentacles next to it, it's probably going to be pretty solid, especially with the Ace of Wands above it as well. This may be through other people, Aries, during this month, as you have, or specifically through a person here, as you have the Two of Cups. In the middle, you do have the Empress, the Two of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. I've talked about the Empress. This is the mother of the tarot, and therefore, this is why it is really associated with this idea of fertility, in the tarot. And when we look at that word, we're talking about, yes, it's a conception sign in the tarot, but also, like, you have fertile ground to create something here if you want to. This is also a card of abundance as well, okay? And nurturing something. It's a very, very positive card when you get the Empress, okay? So nurturing something into being, into existence here with the Ace, with the Death. This could really shift your situation. This could be a really transformative month for you, as the Death card is next to the Empress, okay? So this is very positive here. We've talked about the Two of Cups. This feels like it's really soul aligned, okay? Really soul aligned for you, okay? And you probably feel this at a really deep level. Whatever it is this thing is that you're trying to start with the Ace of Wands. What I will say is there's a little bit of like time management here that is coming into my mind as I look at this. Like, it's going to be key, it's going to be vital, it's going to be crucial for you to have solid time management, okay? And I say that here because of this Two of Pentacles. So I would really encourage people to go in one direction, okay? Go in one direction, okay? Because when we're kind of like dispersed, it's very hard to find as much success as we could really be having, I think there are some studies on this, but like, it turns out that multitasking is not actually very efficient, it's way more efficient to do something line by line, item by item. All right, and certainly it's great to have good multitasking skills, but like if you're really looking to build something strong, it's good to focus on one thing, and go item by item. And I think that there's a clear message here of like going in one direction, shifting in one path here, okay, for you. With the Knight of Pentacles, this can be an event that you've been waiting. It can indicate results in the tarot. So if you've been waiting for some financial results, this seems pretty solid for you as the Two of Pentacles is next to it. You are sort of in limbo as you wait for this event to happen, it seems. Okay, this could be anything from promotion. This is a card of promotions for sure. Profit on a sale. Profit, promotion are possible with the Knight of Pentacles. And I would also say on a different level, the Knight of Pentacles, it indicates results, right? But it's a card of hard work, okay? So like if you have really, really been grinding, if you've really been working hard on something, this is a card you want to see because it says that you could be rewarded for all that effort that you've put into something. In the final column, you have the Four of Swords, the Page of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. So the wands are really strong for you. You've got 3 wands, but they're really, really strong, And you do have this Four of Swords, which indicates rest and recovery, okay? It refers to your sleep as you see this person is in the bed. And I would say, like, another thing with the Knight, Queen, and King of Pentacles, they can all sort of, like, in some way refer to your habits in life. And so maybe some of you are looking at your sleep pattern and you're saying, okay, are there some adjustments that I could make here to this that would benefit me at this time? Some of you may be looking at that. Page of Wands, amazing. Page of Wands it's the biggest card I see for a job offer. Okay, so if you're looking for that, you may have been like recruited through someone you know, okay, in some capacity here with the Page of Wands. Some of you may have been recruited in some way as the Two of Cups is next to it. This can also be with the Ace of Wands and the Page of Wands. This is like a side hustles thing, but it feels like for you, you've already been engaged in this. So you may, for example, be working like a 9 to 5, but then you've got this other thing. Let's say you have like a YouTube channel on the side or something along those lines that's growing at this time, especially with this 10 of Wands, another card of hard work. Okay, Aries, I think your hard work here is really, you're in a strong position with that for sure. And it feels like the message for you is to continue doing what you're doing, okay? Try not to get bogged down in the process here. With the Seven of Cups, take things line by line. Okay, let's go ahead and let's take a look at the Oracle cards here. We're going to move into the clarifications portion of this reading, and we'll start off by pulling some Oracle cards for you here, Aries. Okay, let's see what else we have. Yep. And we'll also take these two. Okay. Energy on the bottom, you have Stargazer. Set your sights higher. Set your sights higher. Okay. It feels like you're really at the... How do I say this? That doesn't sound so crazy. I'll just say it. It sounds like you're like right before... I'll say it this way. It's like you're standing at an entranceway, right? There's like a door in front of you. And you're deciding on whether or not to step through the door. And on the other side of this door is this idea of something, of you going bigger. Okay, you step through the door, you go bigger. And it feels like you're right there. Like you have ignition, I would say. Like you have ignition here. Like there's something that is being ignited, okay, like in a big way. Yeah, you have Wise One, grow within your current situation. That's, yeah, basically what I was trying to say earlier. And then you have Magic Guardian, unlock the magic within. I love that card too. Yeah, like I said, what you're doing right now, it seems to be working. It seems to be going well. You have Mirror Guardian, take time to reflect, and Shaman, trust in higher forces. Okay? And then you have Lord, take charge with authority. Okay. This Lord card, yeah, just stay on top of things, in this month. I've been saying to everybody, like, it's going to be wise to, if there's like one thing that you really have to get done, try to get it done before the 18th, before the retrograde, okay? If you have to do it after the 18th, that's okay. That's okay as well, but it just might go more smoothly um, before the 18th, okay? All right. Let's go and take a look at clarifying these tarot cards. Now, I do appreciate you being here, Aries. Thank you so much for spending your time with me, and I do hope things are going well for you. Okay. Okay, you do have the Nine of Swords. You have the Wheel of Fortune, wow. And the Knight of Cups. Yeah, I mean, for some of you, there's a baby on the way for sure. Or like you're going to learn of some like pregnancy or news, something like that. Knight of Cups, Two of Cups, Ace of Wands, Empress, for sure. This is not for everybody, and by the way, if you're a grandparent, for example, it may mean that you're welcoming in a new grandchild in some way as well. That could also be the case, just a heads up. So, yeah, and I think some of you are maybe thinking about like what's next as it relates to that, as you have the Two of Pentacles, right? Like, okay, now we got to double our food budget, or we got to buy a crib, we got to buy this, do we need to expand our house? What do we need to do, right? Like something like that could be going on here with that Two of Pentacles. You can kind of take that example and apply it to your situation in another way, right? So like, for example, your business, right? Like, okay, do I need to hire someone else? Do I need to hire another person? Do I need a bigger space? What are we going to do here? So something like this could be showing up for you as well, right? You then have the Nine of Swords, which can indicate like fear and anxiety about what's next. The change, you can feel the change coming for sure. Pay attention to your dreams. You have two cards with the bed in the dream, Nine of Swords, Four of Swords. Also, take a look at your sleep habits, your sleep hygiene, okay? It could be very important this month. And then you have this Wheel of Fortune. It's an amazing card. It's Jupiter energy. And, Jupiter rules a fire sign. It rules Sagittarius. And you have the wands here, right? The fire energy here. And, Jupiter is all about expansion and growth, luck, good fortune, which can be found in the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune says that there's an opportunity right now, at some point in this month for you. This opportunity may not come around again. The idea is the wheel keeps spinning. So the wheel does not indicate certainty. It just indicates that there's something here for you right now. And it may even feel like a lucky break. So, I'm a huge fan of taking advantage of those opportunities. But if you don't, it doesn't mean that you've made the wrong choice. It's just that there's an option here, okay? And, the world keeps spinning. And so does the wheel, right? So you have the Four of Pentacles. You have the Seven of Pentacles, and you have the Page of Cups. Okay, Four of Pentacles, this can indicate like saving. Yeah, saving. Saving for a rainy day. This person's, budgeting, planning, saving. I think these topics are coming up for you. In this month, especially with that Seven of Pentacles, yeah, for sure. You can see that both in the Four of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles, the people on the cards, they have something, right? This person has Four Pentacles. This person has crops that they've been growing. They have something. So this can indicate a savings fund. It can indicate a retirement account, a house that you've paid off, or the house that you've owned, or that you're diligently working towards. Anything like this, okay? It also represents contemplation, okay? Contemplation. This person's thinking about taking the pentacles off the table and doing something with them, but they're not sure yet. So it can indicate contemplation as well. And some of you but this is a good thing. This is that you're contemplating a good thing, okay? So some of you here with this Two of Cups, you're thinking about like, okay, like what is the right step with this person, What's next for me in this partnership? What's next for me in this side hustle, this business? Do I want to turn this side hustle into my full-time thing, So this could be showing up pretty strong for you. You then have the Page of Cups, which Can be an invitation in love, but it's also news here. There's a strong message here of a new family member coming in, or a new person being welcomed in, or even the start of a really. If you're single, by the way, like if you're actually just dating or you're single, you're in the dating phase, or you're single. This is really nice energy for you. Okay, this is really exciting, nice energy. This could even have a staying power. There could be some. This person could be around for some time with the Seven of Pentacles, okay, for sure. I like this for you. You may also get news that all of your hard work is paying off, or you've gotten the result that you're looking for, and that will make you feel very happy. You have the Chariot, the King of Swords, and the Ten of Wands clarifying the Ten of Wands. All right, so there's definitely some work ahead, but you have a big combination here of somebody who's cool. You're good with work. Like it's not a problem for you. But the Ten of Wands clarifying itself, that's like doubling down on some hard work, and some effort that you will be giving here in the future, and that's okay, right? It also can indicate completions in life as well, strong ones, as it's being clarified by itself. Some of you may be looking at the legalities of forming a company or forming something in your life. Could even be marriage, for example. But yeah, for sure. With the King of Swords may be the lawyer in the tarot, but this is somebody who's a subject matter expert. So if it's not a lawyer, for example, this is somebody who really, really knows what they're talking about. They're probably the most knowledgeable person in the room when it comes to one specific thing, right? So I'm always a big fan of talking to the experts to the best of my ability. So this may be something that you're doing, especially when it's like in an area that's just a little bit complicated, such as business formation or whatever the case may be. You then have the Chariot, right? As above, so below, With this Nine of Swords, what we put out to the universe really is reflected back to us. So try not to spend so much time worrying about what you can't control or when this transformation is going to happen. You have the Four of Cups on the bottom. Don't miss out on the opportunity here with the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, this person essentially has a Wheel of Fortune type opportunity here, but they're missing out on it currently. It doesn't mean that they do miss out on it, but they're currently not taking it. So, yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at what is in the Kipper energies for you here, Aries. See what's in the Kipper cards for you. All right. So you have bad health. Here's the bed again, okay? You have the wealthy man. You have distant horizons, message of concern, thief, and change. There are definitely changes on the horizon. You can feel it, like I said at the beginning of this reading, you can feel it. Not super concerned about this bad health card despite getting the coffin. Coffin is the death card, okay? It doesn't mean death and dying literally. It means that something's changing, okay? Something's changing in your life. You have the Lovers here for sure. Interestingly enough, the bad health card can connect to sexuality because of the bed symbolism here. And like I said, there's definitely conception energy as well. You have like 3 different bed symbols in this reading as well. So something to note here. You then have the wealthy man. I definitely think that some of you are connecting with the right people, particularly when it comes, if you're looking to get like funding for something, this could be nice. Seed money, anything like that. Yeah, the future looks really bright for you with distant horizons. Not sure what's going on with thief. I would say it's more so like time. Like be very careful that your time is not wasted during this month because it's a big month for you. Okay, take advantage of this amazing energy. One of the stronger readings I've done for you in a while, Aries. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll most certainly be talking to you again soon.